Hello, today we're remembering Epiphany, the Christian uh, feast of remembering the journey of the wise men to visit Jesus. And for many of us, the poem that we automatically associate with this event, it was by T.S. Eliot, The Journey of the Magi. And it starts off by saying, "A cold coming we had of it," and it sets the tone of the first part of the poem, which is about a really difficult journey. The ways were deep, the weather sharp, the camel men cursing and grumbling, villages dirty, charging high prices. And at the end of this first section of the poem, the writer says, "It was all folly." It was all a big mistake to make this journey. It was all too difficult. And I think sometimes when we look at our lives, it's very easy to look around us and think that a lot that we're doing isn't adding up to very much. Sometimes it can be quite tough going, and when we stand back and look at it, we think, well, is it? Why aren't I finding an easier life for myself, taking an easier path? Not taking the journey that would cause me to find life difficult. Um, but the poem goes on to tell us that the author of it is actually looking back. He is remembering from quite a long way in the future this event, and he reflects that it felt like a death. They'd gone to see a birth, but it felt like a death, and the death that is being referred to, I think, here by T.S. Eliot, is the death of their basic philosophy of life. These were wise men, these were people who believed in magic, who looked at the stars, who were astrologers. These were people whose very existence depended on superstition, and here they come to a situation where they made to face up to the emptiness of this kind of life. Well, I think this links in with the idea of folly. Once again, but in a different way, I think the poet is saying that some of the things that we believe in, some of the things that we stand for, can sometimes feel as though they don't add up to very much and aren't worth making an effort for. But the point of the poem, of course, is to indicate that alongside this death, or as part of the death, was a birth, the beginning of something new. For them, it was the visiting of the Christ child. But this seems to have changed them. And very often as we go through our lives, if we're willing to accept a death to things that sometimes once felt important or we're putting a lot of effort into, it can be the beginning of something new. It can be a new birth that can be a creative thing, that struggles and difficulties can lead to something positive and indeed wonderful. And so today, as we look at our lives, let's recognise that although there may be some things that we need to let go of altogether in order to make a new beginning, sometimes, like the wise men, the journey is an important part of the way into something new. The struggle that seems now to be without meaning, actually, if we persevere, can be the beginning of something creative for us, something that takes us into a new dimension of living. And so today, I think perhaps we need to let go of anything that needs to be let go of, but sometimes just to persevere with what's difficult, because out of what might feel like a death could come a new birth.